How's it going, orthodontists? Welcome back to another video in the ultimate guide to orthodontic marketing in 2020. And in this one, we're going to be talking about paid Facebook and Instagram ads. What are paid Facebook, Instagram ads? Why should you use them? All of them are going to be addressed here. If you want to book a strategy session with OrthoPatients, please click the button down below at any point during this video or after. Probably watch the video first, then click the button. We would love to talk to you about implementing some of the successful strategies that we've used to grow orthodontic practices all over the US and Canada. Make sure to click that button if you're interested in growing your practice. So Facebook and Instagram ads, let's just jump right into this. What are they? They're the sponsored posts that show up in between regular posts. So if you've ever been on Facebook, you're scrolling, you see a picture from your cousin, and then once you scroll down a little bit farther, there's a picture from an advertiser. That is a Facebook ad. Same thing on Instagram. They show up in different places like Facebook Marketplace. They show up on your stories, in between stories on Instagram. All of these things are Facebook and Instagram ads. Facebook owns Instagram, so you just run everything through one platform, but we're referring to them as Facebook and Instagram ads so you don't get confused. So that's what they are. Why should you use them? There's a lot of different reasons, but I'm just going to mention one right now. Literally 90 to 95% of the people that you want to find out about your orthodontic practice use Facebook and Instagram 3 times a week, if not daily, if not multiple times a day. So imagine the power of showing up in front of 1,000 of those people every single day, like clockwork, on autopilot for a year. What would that do for your practice? How many people would know about you at that point, and how much would that increase your bottom line? It would do wonders for you. And that's why running Facebook and Instagram ads is so important, simply because there's so much attention on these platforms, and if you get in front of the right people enough for a long enough period of time, there's no way you can fail. So now let's talk a little bit about the pros and cons, and then we're going to go over some guidelines for effective advertising. So the pros and cons are these 3 pros of Facebook advertising. So the first one is that it's versatile. You can spend as little as $1 a day on Facebook. I wouldn't recommend that, but even if you're spending $5 to $10 a day, you're getting in front of a lot of people for a very affordable price. So the versatility is very, very nice. You can turn them off whenever you want. You want to turn them on. You can just be really consistent with them at a price that works for you. The second one is what we already mentioned, attention. There's just so many people on the platform that it just pays to be on there. It's so important that you're on these platforms. That's where you need to exist for people to find out about you. Then the third one here is the targeting capabilities. You can target people in specific neighborhoods, which allows you as a local business to make sure that you're not advertising to the wrong people. So those are the pros of Facebook advertising. The cons are here on this side. So this first one is that it has an advanced UI, an advanced user interface. So if you haven't used Facebook ads before or Google ads before or something like that, you're gonna have a really hard time understanding how the whole thing works. So it's not very beginner friendly. That's one con. The second one is that people on Facebook and Instagram are distracted. They go on there to get distracted from their lives. And so the leads that you get tend to be a little bit less quality because you're pulling people from what they were doing into another activity, which is looking into orthodontic treatment, versus when they search you on Google or something like that, it tends to be a little bit higher intent. The third one is that they cost money, which again, they're really affordable and versatile, but they do cost money. It's not completely free. The fourth one here, it says not just Facebook. In order to run good Facebook ads, you need more than just Facebook. You're going to need a landing page software if you want to use landing pages. You're going to need a messenger bot software if you want to use that. You're going to need an email marketing software most likely. You need a lot of other things to connect into Facebook. Facebook can get you the eyeballs, but without all of these things, the eyeballs are useless. So you need to understand marketing as a whole, not just Facebook, in order to run successful Facebook ads. So I hope that helps. Now down here, guidelines. We were going to talk about guidelines, but I realized that I made like a 45-minute video about everything I know about Facebook advertising, everything that you need to know in order to run successful campaigns. So I'm just gonna link that video and you can go watch that. That's everything I recommend when it comes to Facebook advertising. So I will see you in that video, as well as the next video I'm gonna release next week, which will be talking about Google ads, paid Google ads. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week.